No, no, I mean, she just wants to.
Because sleep is possible.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because if she didn't sleep, not at all.
Well, for the-
She thought she would be around. And she had to move.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No.
And try to take a picture through the window. Flash back up there. But, oh. You know what I thought? It's short.
Hmm. You see it.
I can't do anything.
No, I'm not set. Thank you. I'm still here. What up? With love. Bro, you still here? I'm still here. What are you doing? You're still here. You're still here saying I'm here. What's up? Why you call my name? With love? Because your name is up there. What's up? Okay, man. What's up? How you doing? How's everybody doing this morning? It's 4:20 somewhere. Sparkle if you got 'em. Sparkle if you got 'em. Whoa, well. I said, what's up, peoples? What's going down? How we doing this morning? How are we doing this morning?
Very high.
Look at what Caitlin did. Look at this. See all our family's pictures of our wedding purposes? Here's our grandma's. Here's my other grandma's picture. Here's my family's picture. And here's her family's picture. You ever see anything missing, Kate? You guys notice anything missing in this one? I'm not in it. Get this from Chad. Then where'd you get it? I'm gonna ask you again. Did you get this from Chad? Then where'd you get it? I'm gonna ask you again.
You know what to do. Here, and that led me to find really normal. Next statement.
Oh shit.
Whenever I wear pants.
Placement, what up?
That's what I do.
Rescue, reach out. This video, baby raccoon is one of them.
This is my B flat journey.
SMG, what's happening? Good morning, guys.
Before I go ahead and just this was super affordable, and I've seen a lot of reviews, so I hope that I
How's everybody doing this morning?
The style, the bottle, it looks amazing. People are waking up the next day with results, so I don't think that's gonna happen to me.
Taking a break from trimming, huh? It's that time, yeah. Trim away.
Like over too much confidence. I shouldn't be doing all this, but I swear there's something going on here. It's 10 times straight. So it's like do this in 3 days. I wonder what I can do in like 3 months. Once I dry my hair, we are talking about this.
Don't witness many moments that being as happy as that. Being playful, having fun with the surroundings. After recording this moment, days later, she saw her mom trying to get payback by hiding behind a bush so she was scared. Show her what it looks like to bury your best friend. Her parents admit.
Healthy coastal March water went downhill while it was raining, so they decided to take the ironing board from the inside and put it on the road. And they brought it together like they were surveying it. Drive by honking at them.
The reason why I'm stopping you today is because we're doing 26 miles an hour while on the bike path here. But you got to maintain speed of 10 or under.
So let's start from the start. Folks playing this happened. His dad's reaction is just as surprised as we all are. This girl was playing football when this happened.
Look around.
This creature running.
Morning, dudes. It's a morning, dudes. What's up? Basement, what's happening? What's up, peoples? Where did everybody go? Back to bed? What's up, peoples? What's going on? What to do, what to do, what to do. workers. What we got going on in here? Who we got in here? Who's still in here? I don't know.
If you've seen this creature,
Follow me on this around.
Real secret to smelling better naked. Squatch. Not only do these soap sprays have natural ingredients in it, you know what the saddest fucking shit is? The people that are the most broken and hurt. $10K. You wanna get the $10K? Here's what we're gonna do. First, you're gonna follow me, and then you're gonna like this video.
Just like this. What you're gonna do, since this is here, 2024, you're gonna, on your inches, you're gonna go all the way to 224 inches. Just like this. 224 inches right here. You're gonna have the other candle tape measure right here, 224. You're gonna go all the way down to the year you were born. So I was born in 1990. So I'm gonna go to one night, go straight across, and that tells me how old I am. 34. If you were born in year 2000, go straight across from 200. You're gonna be 24 or you were born 24. And any way you go, say you were born in 1980. Boston, something's going on over here. I'm walking the boardwalk along the Boston Harbor. It's like 100,000 dead fish. What's going on over here? Gotta get down to the water with this. Someone must have put some bad toxins in the water. Get that.
Marks the 10 anniversary or something special.
Ooh. Oh, that hurt.
Pictures for chapa. Mi primera chapa. La pruebo el día que de la chapa yo. Mi primera chapa. La pruebo el día.
Fuck it up. No way. Look, Frank,
Good morning, Papa. How you doing over there?
hanging in there,
Okay.
just chilling out. How you been?
I'm all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Count,
That
counting
that
days down.
release date coming soon over there.
Sorry?
Your mod release date coming home soon.
I hope so. She's getting really antsy. She wants to get the hell out of here.
I don't blame her.
I don't either.
It's been a while now, like a week or so.
Here, anyways.
Yeah.
The other one was 2 weeks.
Oh, it's 2 weeks. Wow.
That was the other hospital. What you doing? It's about your time waking up.
Oh, I'm usually up. It's just I notice people like OMG and stuff are in chat, so I don't want to destroy your. You know, I avoid them just because I know they don't
Yeah.
like me and I don't want to push them away. I feel, they might think I'm a bad person, but I'm honestly not. I just jumped up because I noticed there was no one around, and I felt like it was a good time for me to show up because I can't piss off anyone that way.
No. We're all adults here.
Yeah. Time's going by fast, Papa.
Yeah, it is, brother. You'll be taking off soon.
19 days.
You all ready to rock and roll?
No. Yes and no.
Yes and no.
Physically, I am. Supply-wise, pretty much there. Mentally, my mind a little fucked.
Yeah,
That's probably going to be the hardest part.
it's leaving.
Well, I'm coming home. It's just
Taking a little
got a
journey.
lot that goes through my mind.
Yeah. It's a lot of riding.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing it. Lots of time to think and have time to myself.
A lot of scenery too. Beautiful, beautiful scenery.
I'll get to see a lot of things I've never seen before, and I'll never get to see again.
That's right. You're young. We're not getting any younger, that's for sure.
Nope. That's why I'm doing this. For like, I know that I'm at the halfway mark of my life. Some people may live to 100, but I know that I'm only living to like 60, unfortunately. I can feel it in me.
You can feel it in you.
Yeah.
You'll live forever, Frank.
There you go.
Keep positive. Keep positive, you know? Fucking allergies.
Yeah, everybody's been dealing with them right now.
It's fucking terrible.
I don't know. I know what they feel like because I'm allergic to weed pollen, but I've never dealt with like spring allergy.
Ugh. Sucks.
Yeah, the only thing that gets me is like if we drive by a field of hemp in the fall, that will fuck me right up.
Yep. That's for sure. That'll do it, brother.
Which one gets you, the tree pollen or the grass pollen?
I'd say it's more the tree.
The tree. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of flowers right now.
Yeah. I think that's why it sucks. Then I talk like shit. Go have my pork put in today. Yes, sirree. That little PP. Yeah. Where's your first journey, Frank?
What was that?
Where's your first journey?
Oh, my first journey. So, a lot of things ended up getting changed on my original plan. Didn't go quite as I wanted because people canceled out on me and stuff. So, I changed my plan. I had a few stops I was going to stop from in between like Kentucky to Missouri. So, but that didn't work out because TJ's going through some stuff right now and stuff. So
Oh, is he?
I ended. He was going to be my finishing zone, and because I wanted to finish with somebody I trusted. So
Yeah.
I couldn't. I lost my trusted finish zone, so I chose to. I was going to finish at Kentucky with Patty and Jess over there, but I changed it around so I can hang out with them and I'm not tired. I reversed it, and I'm going to start at their place, and then I'm going to ride home.
There you go.
I bought a bus ticket to their place. I've never rode the bus before.
No?
That's got me pretty nervous. I'm not sure exactly how to even do it, honestly. Like,
Pretty easy. Just one of those days. Quiet morning. Oh, shit.
I'm glad I got to hang out with you this morning. I haven't got to hang out much.
Oh, haven't seen you in your chat yesterday. So I've been busy all day yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday was a busy day for me too. Everybody apparently. We were all running around.
It's a nice day for it.
Went and got some maple syrup from the Champlain place. Boy, that stuff is good.
Maple syrup.
Yeah, but not any maple syrup. Our maple syrup, like from this spot.
Buffer. There we go.
Sorry. Yeah, I was saying our maple syrup is our local maple syrup, right from right here.
Must be nice and good. I love maple syrup.
Yeah, everything that grows here grows very unique. Like, there's a reason why I say that we got the best weed in the world. It's there's two parts to the phenotype that play very big characteristics: the genotype and the environment.
Yep.
And we got the environment, and we got the genotypes.
Oh yeah. Sure.
Oh, I think I hit that lime phenotype that you guys all been talking about. That for my duck foots, I hit my first one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it smells like that green fucking bottle cap back when I was younger from a candy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this is my first time out of. I've grown a fuck ton of them, and I've never hit a lime one.
Wow. You discovered something awesome.
Yeah, everyone kept talking about it. I'm like, lime. I've never had lime. Well, now guess what? I got a lime.
There you go.
How's
Well,
your plants going over there?
I don't know, Frank. I haven't been home since last week. I went
Oh,
home.
oh,
And I feel good.
sorry, that sucks.
Yeah, it does suck, but I gotta take care of this shit first.
Yes, yes, definitely. And they are a tie down, that's for sure. The plants.
Yes, yeah.
Sometimes you gotta make a decision to let them go or keep
Yep.
doing them.
That's exactly what I did.
I've had to make that choice a couple times. Keeping a clone for my whole life, it's been hard choices. Today, Tuesday or Wednesday? Tuesday,
Today,
okay.
it's Tuesday, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Good morning, Bambi.
Good morning, Bambi.
I don't think I've met Bambi. I've seen him in chat, but I don't think I have met
It's
him.
a it's a girl. It's Bambi. I met her once. I think she jumped up here a couple times. I've been over to her site. I don't get any more notifications from Bambi. Why?
Notifications been messing up. I ain't got no notifications for you over here. And I know for a fact that I got that box checked.
For sure.
It was, I think it stopped giving me notifications, so I paid for it. I paid that 1 month subscription thing for the
Yeah.
premium, so I could listen to music in the background.
Yeah.
And that's when I started having issues with my notification. Do you happen to pay for YouTube?
Do I have to pay for YouTube?
Yeah, I was wondering, do you pay for it, or do you got the monthly subscription?
I think so.
That might be what the flaw is. That might be where the glitch is. That's what I'm thinking. Because I just signed up for that, and I started having the glitch. I would get all my notifications until I signed up for that.
Hmm. It's weird. Okay. That's probably to her. That's probably why.
Yeah, that's probably it. Nice, Bambi. Thank you.
Yeah, she's a good shit. There we go. I should get him. Hell yeah. Everything's perfect. I'm at the hospital with my mom. So the machines, oxygen and O2, all that.
So, what part of the world's Bambi from? English seems good. Probably United States, huh?
It's definitely from the United States. Thanks, baby.
Iowa, potato state, right?
Yep. Midwest. Midwest. Oh. It's
I'm
just
going over by you soon. Not all the way, but close. Yep. I'm off to Kentucky in 19 days.
cruising.
Oh, trust me, it ain't gonna be boring.
No, you're gonna have fun.
I
You have
got
a lot of fun.
Yeah, so I'm starting over there, and I'm gonna ride 1,000 miles home on a bicycle. So we're gonna go to a Walmart and buy $100 Walmart bike and ride it 1,000 miles. No, it's not painful.
Ah,
Yesterday I went about 40 miles
it's a
just for
lot.
fun. It is, but I got to make sure that I'm capable of doing it. So my goal is right now I'm just working out and stuff, but I want to make it about 50 to 75 miles to a day. 100 if I can.
That'd be nice. Yeah, that's for sure, baby. My ass would be killing me. Get one of those extra padded seats.
Oh, definitely.
You get a tent and all that.
Yeah, I got tent, sleeping bag. I got to grab a little tarp. That's one of my last items to grab, but um I got a bunch of dehydrated foods and shit. So
It's
pretty
cool.
much everything.
That's cool.
Little multi tools, torch, dabs. We'll be good.
There you go.
We got the
Nice.
dabs. We'll survive.
You taking the bus from
I'm going the other direction. So once I hit Kentucky, I'm going to New York. I live up by Canada, so basically, I'm going from Kentucky to Canada.
Wow.
I will be. Thank you. There's a lot of people worried.
Oh, for sure. You'll be safe up there.
I know. You're talking to one of them.
Yeah, he's for sure. He's right there talking to one of them.
There's crazies everywhere.
Yep, that's for damn sure. That's for sure, baby.
Oh, Bambi asked how the baby's doing over there.
Like Tyler's baby.
Your baby, your daughter's baby.
Said baby. My grandson. Your grandson, Bambi?
Yeah,
You don't look like that. You don't look like a grandmother, Bambi. You're looking too young to be a grandmother.
What's going on, man?
What's up, brother?
What y'all
How
got
you
going?
doing?
How y'all?
hello, see you.
We're doing all right.
How's it going? What y'all up to?
Same old shit, just smoking away.
Smoking away. I'll feel you on
Yeah,
that.
yeah. You're
Yeah,
only
where's
for
my?
24.
Say it again.
I was talking to Bambi. What do you got, an arcade back there? Holy shit.
Can I back that?
Oh, cool.
Is that what you said? Can I back that?
Yeah.
Oh, you asking me to show what? Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely smoking away as well.
How'd you find us, Theo?
Yeah, you've been popping up on my like in my, in my live feed for about a wait. No, today was the first time you popped up in my live feed.
You say you smoke weed? You smoke weed?
Yeah,
That'd probably be why.
Yep.
The algorithm knows we're potheads.
that's exactly what it
Big old
was. Had to
pie.
be functioning potheads.
Very nice to
Sometimes.
meet you. That's right, Bambi.
Nice to meet you guys as well, man.
Hell yeah. Where you from? I'm from Boston,
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Yep. Right now, just
Oh, shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
probably won about $1,000 tonight.
Oh, nice.
Huh?
it's always good. It's always good.
You guys gamble at all?
I love it.
You love gambling?
Hell yeah. I love what you're doing right
Right.
there. Slot machine.
Yeah. See, a lot of people love these things right here.
Yeah, I don't like those.
Yeah. Me, I don't touch them. I do not touch them. Those things will
Yeah.
ruin your life. I'm telling you.
Morning.
Morning, baby. How are you?
I figured I might as well jump on. I'm in the chat room. I might as well say hello to you fine fellas. What up, gentlemen?
What's
What you doing?
happening? How you been?
What's up, baby?
Oh, smoking, having my morning coffee, my morning stuff.
Hell yeah. Wrong with that.
That's how you do it.
So I do it, anyways. So what time is it at where you guys are at? Like for me, it's 3:30 in the morning.
I got I
It's
got
4:30.
429.
Oh, 4:20. Hey, hey,
I
hey.
got yeah. I got 4:30 in the morning here in North Carolina.
Oh, you're in North Carolina. Nice, nice. Never been, never been. Plan to someday.
Where you located?
Hell yeah.
I'm in
I've
Iowa right
driven
now.
through it.
Iowa,
Bambi, where you located?
Iowa.
Iowa.
I only want amphetamines. That's what my state's known for.
Look what I just found on my fucking weed plant, Papa. Fucking slug. Little bastard
No,
snuck his way in my house.
Damn. I don't know nothing about growing. No.
He's trying to eat my
Weed is
skunk weed.
So
he did.
Trying to eat my skunk plant over here.
weed is illegal where I live. It's
okay,
like
that's
illegal, uh, except
Oh,
for
I'm in a
legal
legal
cards.
state.
I am not. Uh,
That sucks, man.
it does suck. It really, really sucks. I need you like legal states to push other states to like make that shit
Absolutely, I
legal.
agree.
Fucking annoying. Because I actually use it as medication. I don't smoke it to
exactly.
get stoned. I use it for meds. I use it as my medication.
Absolutely.
You know, but I have my med card, so I'm legal. I'm legal with my card, but anybody else? Nope. It's a damn shame, actually. It's a shame.
It is a shame.
That's another thing too. Like I really hate the fact that it's like I, throughout the years, I'm talking, 50 years, a lot of people have known that, that marijuana can be used for medical purposes, and it's like now that that's
Yeah,
known, it's more of a they made it more of a problem. You get what I'm saying? Like it's like
yeah.
the fact that it helps people, now it's more of a problem. I hate
Crazy.
that. It's all about money with the government. Like
It
it's
is. It's
really
all about
yeah,
money. All about
all
money.
about money.
And then you got these people running around going, well, weed isn't pure. People are putting fentanyl and stuff in it. Yeah, idiots. Idiots. Not any. You can regulate that shit. They
There is
do
a big
regulate it.
problem in the weed industry with people putting stuff on it. So it's not fentanyl. It's actually synthetic chemicals. They're
Oh,
spraying Delta 8, Delta 10s, HHCs, and other different compounds that they're synthesizing in labs, and they're spraying it onto the plant.
what for?
No, right now.
No, I
And
mean,
then,
what's the reason? What's the reasoning behind it? What's the reason?
to make you get higher. So it sells better. So they're taking garbage CBD plants and putting fake chemicals on it to make you think it's
That
weed.
as well, but what it does, you become make you addicted. It goes from wanting to have it to now I have to have
Different habit. Yeah.
Well, they
Yeah.
watch those dispos pretty closely and those grow farms pretty closely because
No, they don't.
somebody I know just got busted for 1.9 mil in Oregon. 1.9 mil. Motherfucker got busted
Yeah.
because he didn't have his. He applied for his license, but then he dropped the ball and didn't follow through. And DEA went in. Fucking
I got dabs from the dispensary with sugar mixed into them.
sugar.
Yep. They mix things in with them.
sure.
Sometimes they'll put fake terpenes that ain't even derived from the cannabis plant, such as like oranges and stuff, and they'll put that onto the concentrate or plants itself.
See, there's only like 3 dispos here, and like the cops and the state watches that shit constantly. They're constantly going in there and testing the products to make sure there's not over the limit of THC or whatever the hell it is they're testing for. But that's like I said in my state where it's highly illegal. Like you'll get a
So
jail sentence if you
the
have weed. You'll get a jail sentence if you don't have a make card. You
what
will.
they're testing for is molds and other compounds that don't belong, such as like leads and stuff. So the ones that are getting away with it, what they're doing it, they're chemicals that don't show up on testing.
Oh, damn, that's crazy. I'll be right back. My Doberman's demanding I put her out, so I will be right back.
But yeah, that's why we grow our own, so we know that our weed's safe.
That's gotta be dope. I wish. So how long has it been like officially been like legal in Iowa? Not Iowa, but where you are. And where are you located again?
I'm in upstate New York. We've been legal since 2020, I believe. 2019, I believe the bill went in front. We didn't get to start growing till this month. So it took about 4 years or so to get
Wow.
legal growing.
Wow. How does it feel? How does it feel?
Uh, that sketchy feeling of being illegal never goes away. They treated us like criminals and they traumatized us, so we're always going to have that trauma.
Well, even with it being state legal, you still have to worry about the feds. You always have to worry about the feds because they trump everything. You know, and as long as
State
it's
state
federally
walked over
illegal,
feds. So the feds actually weren't created until like the 1970s by the Reagan administration to
really.
create the war on drugs. So they're actually a lesser power, and the true power actually lies behind the states and the people.
Because weren't the DEA and stuff raiding dispensaries and places in Colorado like 10 years ago after they made it legal? The feds were
Yeah, they
going in
try to
and raiding
flex their
these dispensaries.
authority.
They were like, we're the feds.
Yeah, they try to flex.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always going to be illegal in my state. It is. When Missouri makes pot legal, that tells me everything I need to know. Iowa's going to be like literally the last state. Literally. Unless they make it federally legal, my state's going to be the last state. And then my governor straight up said, as long as I'm governor, pot will never be legal in Iowa. This bitch has been convicted 5 times of DUI. 5 times, an
Because you guys
alcoholic.
got God down there. You need to lose that
Yep,
fucking God.
It's
that's
a
what it
freaking
is.
bitch. Bitch has got 5 DUIs and wants to come down on potheads. Get out of here. Get out. Nah.
How
In
the
my
fuck you
opinion,
get five
alcohol's far
DUIs
worse.
and still be in charge?
She's the governor. She's the governor, Kim Reynolds. Yeah. She had 5 DUIs. We'll see what happened when who was it? I don't know if it was Bush or the president after Bush made our governor the Secretary of Agriculture, Vilsack. She was the lieutenant governor and she's been governor ever since. And she straight up said, as long as I'm governor, pot will never be legal in Iowa. And I'm like, bitch, you got 5 DUIs. You're an alcoholic. Everybody knows you're an alcoholic. I know your therapist. What do you want about? Uh, I think alcohol is way worse than cannabis, in my opinion.
Way worse.
Physically, mentally, death wise, I think it's way worse.
Yep.
Way worse.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Way worse. I mean, I don't care if people drink. I just think danger level, cannabis, alcohol, I mean, pales in comparison. I've never heard of anybody getting stoned and killing people in a car. I mean,
Nope.
maybe a rare occasion, but not, like as it stands right now, every 60 seconds, or I'm sorry, every hour that we talk, every hour of every day, someone's dead from drinking and driving. Every
Yep.
freaking hour. Every
Yep.
hour. That's insane. I mean, there's no pot statistics. There's no every hour someone's dead from pot that
Nope.
I'm aware of.
Nope.
Not that I'm aware of, anyways. Do you guys got a other like huge drug problem in your states where you live? Like the only other big thing here
Yeah,
is meth. Meth is the
fentanyl.
only meth is the only other drug here that is an issue. It's the only drug.
That's because anybody
Fentanyl
can
is
make it.
like
You go to Walmart.
Yeah. Well, from what I understand from like the local cops, because I was asking a cop one time, like a couple years ago, I was like, "Are they still making it here?" Because back in the '90s, Tom Arnold's sister, you know the comedian Tom Arnold, married to Roseanne. His sister was like the queen of meth. She lived here in my state, flooded the state with methamphetamine in the '90s. Iowa hasn't been able to get rid of it since. It's still a big issue. Like I can guarantee you, in my town of 400, there's at least 10 people using that drug. I can like point out the houses, like you can see it. Which I mean, I'm not gonna complain. Could be worse. I could be having zombies walking around and shit. Not gonna complain. Because I hear down south it's pretty bad with like zombies and fentanyl and people ODing, like in Carolina and well, like where you're at, CO, where you're at, like down south, there's a huge ODing problem in the southern states. It's freaking sad.
It does make everybody sad.
Which do you prefer, hemp wick or lighter?
Lighter.
Lighter, me too. I mean, I like hemp wick, but the thing is like I gotta grab the freaking lighter, light the freaking hemp wick, then light my shit. It's like, dude,
Yeah.
I might as well just use my lighter. Why waste the extra seconds? I don't really notice a difference in taste or anything.
Honestly, most of those people out there, they got fucking trash, and the reason, they fucking do that whole curing thing, and then they're worried about all these other little factors. It's because their weed is trash and they got no flavor.
Curing, is that what they call it when you use hemp wick? Curing it?
No,
I'm not
curing
like
is when
I'm
you
a
put the
weed head.
flour into a jar and you let it sit for a while because it's got no flavor. So but that's why they do it. It's because their shit has no flavor.
I swear I'm gonna have to come like smoke weed with you because like you're talking about flavor and shit. To me, weed just tastes like weed. It doesn't really have. Sometimes there's a bit of a flavor, but very rarely do I ever like
Oh yeah,
get
I got the best weed in the world. Like there's no denying that.
like my palate for weed gets really numb because I smoke a lot. So it's like I got orange crush. At first, I could kind of taste it. Now it's just weed. I don't.
Well, the plants I try to grow oftentimes are like dead skunks on the side of the road. So you inhale it, and it's like one breath is suffocating, and then every breath you try to breathe is like trying to breathe through a fucking skunk piss.
Huh. So do you do the hydroponics, whatever the hell that is, the hydroponic, or you just like I don't know much about growing.
So technically, my weed is aquaponic because I grow with fish tanks, but they're
Oh, you can
So
grow it that
I've
much?
actually got it in cocoa. There's cocoa down there. So no,
Wow.
I don't use any nutrients or anything. It's just cocoa and fish.
Really? You just let it grow naturally?
I just let it grow.
Yeah, I get all confused by the light thing. 12 hours on, then no lights, then lights again. I'm just like, what? That's too much. Too much work.
So I actually play with autoflowers for that reason. I fucking hate light cycles and dealing with all that shit.
What's an
I
auto
even
flower? Never even heard of that.
Yeah, they're my favorite weeds. They're the best. So you can piss them off without them hermaphroditing. So photo periods, the reason why you got to stick to that 12-12 cycle is they'll hermaphrodite and they'll get covered in seeds if you don't
Hmm.
keep them under their cycle. With an autoflower, they'll flower under any light cycle, any condition. As long as you keep them healthy, they'll just flower.
What happens if you plant the seeds, the hermaphrodite, as you
They'll
call
turn
it,
into Hermes.
and you don't want to smoke that weed? That's
No,
not
because then
okay.
you'll be picking out weed with seeds with weeds for generations to come.
Oh, gotcha. See, like my first experience with weed was in the '90s, and it always had seeds. You had to clean it yourself. You had to, back in the day.
Yeah, I live in northern New York, so we're apple tree farmers, and they've been cloning apple
Oh,
trees for about 200 years. So
nice.
we've known about clones, and there's never been seeds up here.
So then you're in like upstate,
Yeah, there's
out in the
never been
country.
seeds ever in my life.
I spent my summers in Long Island, in Island Park, so I kind of know a little bit of the area, a little bit. My girlfriend lives in upstate. Nice. Whole different world compared to the city, from what I understand.
Oh,
Upstate,
way different.
whole different world. It's kind of like living where I live, out in the country. It's quiet.
Yeah, except a lot more drugs because I live by the border.
Oh,
Mm.
is there a lot of drugs that come across from Canada?
Oh, you have no clue. Yeah,
Really?
yeah, you got everything from the
Really?
fucking cocaine to the coming from one direction. You got the heroin. You got the freaking.
Well, where the fuck's it coming
We
from?
got synthetic
Like,
drugs up the ass. Like
how
it's
is it
coming
getting
from
to
all.
Canada?
You got
Where's
everything
it
from.
coming
You
from?
got the Bloods, Crips. You got the Aryans.
Oh,
Then
wow.
on top of it, you got the Hell's Angels. Then you also got to deal with the Indians. The Indians are drug dealers, by the way. They also own the border. So
Like the natives?
there's a big factor. So
Natives? Like,
yeah, the natives can cross
wow.
the border without ever fucking getting caught because they have control of the border.
So, like, customs don't like bother Indians when they go? Really?
So they did one time with the 90s and they shot it out of the fucking sky.
Oh, wow.
They
Interesting.
fucking had the feds blocking up the road and stuff when I was a kid.
I had no idea because they always talk about the southern border, Mexico. Everything's coming in from Mexico. I never thought Canada would be.
Yeah, that's propaganda. So not more drugs come from Canada than Mexico. I guarantee that.
Really? Wow.
And better drugs on top of that.
Really? So where are they coming from? Like China? Are they coming from?
Yeah, China's a big supplier.
That's what I've been hearing, that they're coming like, because see, back in the 90s and the 80s, it was all the cartels in Mexico, Colombia, cartels.
So
Now I'm hearing it's all China,
so
Russia,
the
other countries.
cartels actually operate here in the States now legally. They don't even bother to try to do it illegal. They went and bought grow farms.
Really?
Yeah, they don't fuck around.
Damn.
And then they legalized it down there too, so they ain't even got to worry about that.
That's fucking crazy when it's legal in Mexico and not legal here. That's crazy. That's fucking that's a problem. That's a problem, gentlemen. That's a serious problem. Sorry if you can hear my background noise. I have a Shiba Inu, and he's wanting to like play and tear shit up.
It's all right. It probably sounds like a wind tunnel here. I got fans running like crazy.
Actually, I can't hear nothing. I can't hear anything on your end. It's all quiet.
That's good.
Yeah. So how old's your grandchild, Papa? He's still really little. How old's your grandchild?
The grandson's gotta
Yes.
be like 2.5 months.
Yeah, I would say when I saw him on camera, I was like, he's just a little one.
Yeah, it's my little buddy.
Yeah, mine turns 9 months on the 22nd. I love his
For the
little
anniversary.
bobblehead.
It's 37 years married, the anniversary.
Nice. Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
You gonna do anything nice, or you just kind of due to where you're at, just kind of doing it
Just
at a
we do
later
what we
date?
do. We'll probably
Yeah.
go for dinner, casino, or something like that.
Nice. Nice. That'll be nice.
Yeah,
That's awesome. 27 years. Wow.
37.
Oh, I'm sorry. 37. Wow. That's
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, I would have been
It is.
married 22 years yesterday. Yeah, that's
Wow.
awesome.
It is awesome.
So that's a lifetime. That's what I tell people on my show. It's like, for me to be with somebody for 21 years and then suddenly not here anymore, it's a big adjustment. I mean, I spent
Huge, huge.
most of my life with this person, much like yourself, 37 years. That's most of your life.
Yep.
That's a lifetime. That's awesome, though. That's awesome. You don't hear of that very often anymore. People being married for life.
Fucking right. Nerves to say, mute myself for a minute.
No worries.
Brain still into something over there.
What is that thing in front of you, Frank? Yeah, is that your mic? What is that? Is that your mic? What the hell
The
is that?
camera.
Oh, okay.
So I actually got like fucking several
No, no,
devices
not
on.
that. Not that.
So
The
like,
other thing. The little black thing that was in front of you. Like
yeah,
down.
I'm pointing that
Oh,
at the
oh, okay. I'm
camera.
sorry. I'm
All
sorry.
right. So I got a laptop over here. And then I also have another computer over here. So I run several operations. So I run another computer over there.
Oh,
So I
wow.
got multiple live streams going on at the same time.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. I was like, what is that thing in front of him? Is that a microphone? What is that? Okay, gotcha. You got the professional thing going on.
Not too professional. Pretty cheap over here.
All right.
Just show me go, baby.
All right, fellas, I'm gonna jump down. I gotta get ready to do my show in like an hour. I'm
Hey,
doing more on
baby. Have a good night.
you
Nice to
too,
meet you.
sweetheart. I'll be in chat.
All right.
I'll go sub to your channel.
Yeah, she's a good shit. They need to fix those laws over in Iowa.
Oh, it's all those religious states. They need to get rid of their God. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Look at these fucking godless places like New York and California. We're doing great over here.
That's right.
It's more than what it seems to. This box is in a box. The box is a rosin press. I
Oh,
know
is it?
she was curious about things in the background. There's a rosin press right here. We can make dabs right off the side.
Is that what you had that box for?
Yeah, so I don't get hairs on my fucking rosin press.
I hear you.
So I came up with the idea to slide a box over it every time I get done.
That's a good idea.
Oh,
Oh,
the
yeah.
light sucks there.
You can see it. Nice color.
Oh yeah.
It'll do it.
See, I don't smoke any of that stuff on the street. It's all fake.
Yep.
I only make my own. The stuff that I can't explain how bad it is compared to what you can make at home. Some people start out with that fake chemical stuff and then they never like real dabs. So I've noticed this. There's two ways it can go. People never know what the hell a real dab is, and they'll smoke fake concentrates their whole life, and then when they do try real dabs, they won't like it. And then there's people that would start out with the real dabs, and then they'd be like, "No, these are fake concentrates," and we catch right on. And no matter how many times the real concentrate people try to tell the fake concentrate people that they're smoking fake stuff, they never get it through their head. That's what I'm talking about. The chemical taste. There's no chemicals in mine. Only heat and pressure.
Yeah.
It's propylene glycols a lot of times. That's what you're tasting in a lot of them. They'll be putting thinning agents and shit. Or they'll stick artificial terpenes in it too, which also the terpenes, if you're using biological terpenes from like plants or cannabis plant ones, even still then you got to do it through with propylene glycol, unless it's mixed with a humidifier type of deal, which is a vaporizer. It electrically activates the terpenes, which turns it into a mist, and then you run it over a conveyor in the mist, which is a very complicated system. So pretty much what it comes down to is all these chemical shit, they're all fake. Yeah, the flat
Oh,
iron, that's
the
the good
what?
stuff. Those are rosins. Taking off, Papa?
Nope.
Oh, sorry, I heard something. Okay, so you buy a cartridge from a dispensary, let's put it this way. those little things that screw on the top. So you buy that cartridge. Here's the question. How do you put something solid like this, that's a solid material, into a cartridge?
Melt it down. They heat it up.
That's part of it, but that's not how they do it. They add thinning agents. That's where things like your vegetable glycerins, propylene glycols, and artificial terpenes come into play. So when you buy those cartridges, you may be getting 1,000 milligrams in it, but you're looking at probably only 50 milligrams of real product in the whole cartridge. They cut it that thinly. And they'll say it's like fucking 86% THC or something like that. That was 86% before they decided to cut it with a 95% cut or whatever. The little fine prints they forget to tell people. So I've actually encountered this too, like what you said. So I've seen live rosin from a dispensary that was actually resin. Resin is chemically made, produced products. And I've actually seen them labeling resins as rosins. I've seen this. They'll rip it off. And so here's the thing. A rosin like that will go for like fucking this $60 to $100 a gram. Well, the resin over there, you're lucky if you're going to get $10 a gram. So there's a big price difference, you know. So most people, they want to know better, so that's an opportunity to rip off the market and make an extra like 40, $50 a gram just by telling people something that it's not. And most people are too oblivious to realize. I've seen mold come from the dispensary. I've seen it all. I've seen it all. And then, so here's what they do. They run it through they got a machine. So there's some interesting things in these laws they pass. I can use New York's laws, for example, but they got a machine. It produces radiation and they radiate your buds. And they'll neutralize any mold particles by throwing it through like it's kind of like I don't even know how to explain it. It's a radiation machine. It's a fucking microwave. They microwave your weed. That's one way. So then, if the weed fails testing after, like, say, said microwaving or natural processing, then they are allowed to process it up to 3 times unless it's edibles. Edibles, once they fail, they go in the trash. So if they have any mold or yeast or heavy metal contaminants, they go into the trash on edibles after process 1 of elimination. But you can take the concentrates, and your weed fails, you can concentrate the weed down into concentrate number 1, removing mold. Now you can then if it fails again a second time, you can concentrate that again, and you can purify that again another time. So then you can say, well, I'm going to separate these particulates from this particulate and run it through a little spinny globe thingy, fucking $10,000 processing machine, and do that another time. And then if it fails again, you can do that one more time. And then if it fails after that, it's got to go in the trash.
Cashola. Fucking place of killing me. Oh,
That's why we need regulations, though, in the government. Actually, in reality, it's because we got to protect ourselves from all these fucking dirty tricks that people can do.
yep.
It's been this way since even before this. The legal market faces the same problems the illegal market faces. We all finding good weed. That's the biggest problem. We've always had to rely on ourselves, and even with the legal market, we still got to rely on ourselves because the weed ain't that great.
Oop. Oh yeah. Oh, for real.
Oh, did you know I'm also a chef too? Right, Papa?
Yeah.
So I can make some pretty cool concentrate mixes.
And he can.
Everything from baked goods to chocolates and actual meals. I can do it all. Infuse everything. I ain't no professional but I can do some pretty good stuff.
All right,
She's back.
you said chef. I had to come back on. All right, I was just saying. I've been watching those cooking with cannabis shows. I'm telling you, these mofo's are throwing around weed like I do basil and garlic. Oh well, I'm using the granddaddy perp because it has a woodsy taste and it'll. I'm just like, what? What do you want?
Mm.
Weed
Yes.
tastes like weed. I don't.
So
I don't.
I've actually been on this for years and years. I'll be like, I'm using this specific strain in these Rice Krispies because they taste like Fruity Pebbles.
That's crazy. That's what they do on the show, and I'm just like, what? That's crazy. So you have a
Yeah,
weed palate.
yeah. I got like a fucking DNA tester built into my tongue. I can taste the different
That
strains.
sounds like it. The craziest thing I've ever done with edibles is I made German chocolate cupcakes, and I made infused with weed, and then I made edible like whipped cream that I filled inside the cupcakes, and then I put them on top of the cupcakes, and then added like edible gold dust. That was the most craziest I've gotten with edibles.
Oh
So I
wow.
made cupcakes.
Yeah, that's pretty sophisticated right there.
That's special occasion only. All I did was make butter, made weed butter, and then made the cupcakes, and then just infused the butter into like the whipped cream, and yeah, it's real easy.
Yeah, that's why I've loved this rosin press right here. It removes all the processing of that. So now I can take these and make pure concentrates, decarboxylated at 220, and then or just use straight concentrate for a different type of effect, depending on what
One
type of
thing I
effect.
hate about wax and that shit, like using a press, is it takes so much weed to get any kind of smokable wax. It takes so much.
Not really.
It
So
just feel like it to me. You have to press and press and press just to scrape just a little bit off from what I've seen. But I don't have like a press like you. Like I'm talking like a flat iron.
yeah.
It's forever.
No, I get like So I try to stick. A lot of people's weeds are trash. Let's just put it that way. But my weed, I tend to stick around stuff that averages about 1 gram per 7 grams of flour. But on the high end, some of the weeds will produce me around 2 grams of rosin per 7 grams of flour.
So you have to use 7 grams to get a gram of wax.
That ain't
7
much.
grams. That's
When but plants sometimes can produce pounds, but usually
well, yeah. If you have a plant that produces pounds, maybe.
But still,
Yeah.
even like
I
a
mean, I'm
small
not a
plant
grower, so
produce
to
like,
me, I'm not a grower, so to me, 7 grams, that's a lot of fucking weed to get 1 gram of wax. I mean,
yeah, it is for you guys that are like buying it, but
yeah,
to the
exactly.
growers, it's not much to us. Like we grow a whole plant.
Yeah, true, true, true. That's awesome. So how much did your press cost you? Because I was kind of looking at them. Not that I'm like a grower or anything, but
So
just
something like that would cost you like about $400 or $500 nowadays. But
no, see, they're not very cheap.
that's cheap compared to what I paid. I paid about $1,000 for it back when it was new.
When was it? When was it new?
It's like 2019 or something.
Oh God, that was like a decade ago. You couldn't even do anything with weed. Like the whole weed craze was really. When did it get legalized? And
It
for
wasn't even
sure.
legal yet when I bought this thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's why, because it's still
But I
illegal.
seen an opportunity in business. So what I did is it paid for itself. So what I did is every time someone wanted to press weed, I charged them $5.
Nice. See,
Yeah.
that's what when the whole weed started getting legal in Colorado, I wanted to invest. I wanted to invest. Like I was talking to my husband, I was like, we should invest on like the ground floor of one of these growers. Invest. Because like 4 of his buddies went and did that, and now they're like millionaires. They're like millionaires now. And what I didn't know at the time that I was like, we should do this. We should invest. He was like, I didn't know that you needed like $1 million to at least invest at the time. So,
Oh,
because I
there's a
was
ton
thinking,
of
get in on the ground floor, get in on one of these growers, their company takes off, boom, you're there.
one of these seeds are worth $5 to $10. So average plant makes like say 1,000 seeds on the low end, but usually like it can produce up to a few thousand seeds on a plant if you make it all for just seed purposes.
Yeah.
But you say 1,000 seeds and you charge $5, that's $5,000 on a
I've
single
been
plant.
hearing that seeds are big business in like other countries, like shipping them from here to other places. Like people will pay a lot of money in like Australia and other countries for like seeds. And I'm
And
just
you
like,
can get 1,000 seeds out of a little plant like these ones over here. They don't take a very big one. That's like 1,000 seeds. It'll probably be somewhere between 500 to 1,000 seeds if I had it seeded.
now I mean, is there a big market for seeds since there's like
I can't even
companies?
make them fast enough at the moment.
Really? Wow. Damn. Everybody's wanting to grow weed, huh?
Well, I got the best weed in the world, though.
Okay. So this is like these are exclusive seeds. Like you can't
Yeah,
get exclusive. Nice.
yeah.
Nice. That's awesome.
I make mutant cannabis. It's not like your average weed.
Now you can't get it anywhere but you.
Yeah, nowhere's else but me.
What
Papa's
what if
had
like
some.
what if like a dispo came to you or like a company and was like, hey, we want to market your weed.
So
Would
actually,
you
back in the
even want
early
that?
days, I've had Cureleaf seek me out, and they were trying to get my product. I
Really?
basically told them to fuck off.
Wow. So you're just not it's not about money for you, I guess.
It's not
Yeah.
about the corporation. It was actually I was giving it away. I was giving it to people that actually deserved it. I
Nice.
sent I sent
That's
so
real
like
awesome.
over 1,000 packages to people. And
Hell
then
yeah.
people are all worried about this doxing shit and stuff. Like I sent
I know.
out over 1,000 packages to people, and not a
Dude, I'm
single
the same
person has
way.
said my address or anything. I put my real address on every single one of those packages, and I've been doing it since it was illegal.
I'm the same way. Like I send out fudge to my chatters and people, and I make like these bears that you unscrew the head and you can put like money, whatever you want inside them, and they're Care Bears that have like whatever you want the design to Iron Man, whatever. And yeah, I do the same thing. I like give them to people like just out of the kindness of my heart. So I'm the exact same way.
It wasn't until recent years that I started selling them. I just started selling them last year, and it's because I feel like I put the work in and I deserve it after all these years.
Yeah, I'll get there. I might get to that point someday. Now I just do it now just because I don't know, it makes me happy. Nice. But no, I'm the exact same way. The exact same. Well, must be nice to be, in a state where it's legal now. That must be nice. Because it's only been legal since what, December? What was it? This December or last December? Like December?
2020 we went legal, but we just started growing. We just can start growing just now. I've been
Oh,
growing it since it was legal. I don't give a fuck.
yeah. So just because it's legal doesn't mean you can grow. There has to be certain.
Oh, I'm
Like,
only allowed 4 flowering plants. Which
only 4? You can't have 7? Like everywhere else?
no, only 4.
No, but what I mean is, even though they made it legal, you still had to wait to grow. Like there were stipulations still. Like they were still ironing out the law. I'm guessing at the
Uh,
time that they passed it, or
it was 14 months after the first sale was made in New York State. We're allowed to grow. We're allowed to
oh
grow. That was
wow,
the rule they placed. So
what
once
was
they opened the first
what was the
dispensary,
reason?
so for the first 2 years we didn't even have dispensaries. They let it say it was free range. So we were allowed to have weed, sell weed, buy weed, get it basically everywhere, but we weren't allowed to say I would have to sell you said sticker. Say you want to buy a sticker, and it comes with a free ounce.
Oh, so
It's a very
you want to
expensive
buy a
sticker.
pipe? You want to buy a pipe? Yeah, you get the ounce for free. Yeah, yeah. No, I feel you. Yeah. Oh wow, that's so fucked up. That's so weird. Wow,
Yeah,
that's
you
so
can still do
funny.
it. Like I was at a shop yesterday, and they're like, we want to, if you buy one of our products, we got this ounce for free, or we'll give if you buy $100 worth of this supply, we'll give you these dabs for free.
So let me see if I got this correct. In where you live, you can basically sell all the weed you want, technically, as long as you're selling a product and giving it away, basically.
Yeah, give
Like
the weed away and sell
you're
the
buying a
product.
t-shirt, but yeah, so it's not drug dealing.
Yeah.
Wow. You'd be so fucked here, dude. You get 25 years here easily. Like no
So they
joke. I'm
call
a
them
felon
sticker shops.
because
So.
of weed. I'm a felon because of weed that I didn't even possess. I had a dirty pot pipe. And they tested positive 3 times. Now I'm a felon because of fucking weed that I did not possess. Like no joke. Weed that I did not even possess. I didn't even have any weed at the time. I was completely out. Before I got my med card. This was like before I got my med card. And yeah.
So I actually almost caught myself a felony over a paraphernalia charge because of a pipe. Did you know a pipe actually is a bigger charge than a fucking bag of weed? So what they did is they wrote the
Really?
pipe up as a fucking a bag of weed, and I
Yeah.
got it reduced to a violation instead of a felony because the judge was
Nah,
nice.
having here a pipe can get you caught up. Having little plastic baggies, like
Yeah,
jewelry baggies, can get you caught up. Scales can get you caught up. Like I'm a
yeah.
crafter, so I make jewelry. I have like little baggies. I have scales. I have, you know, but like Iowa does not F around. They do not at all with anything. Like having no weed will get you caught up. If you have a dirty pipe, you're screwed. You're gonna get charged. Well, that's because like a lot of it has to do with the drug incentive. Like the local sheriffs and local police departments get grant money every time they get a seed, every time they get dust, anytime they get any kind of drug, they get money from the state, which comes from the federal government for the, quote unquote war on drug. So they have like this big incentive to it could be dust, it could be weed dust. Oh, you're getting a simple misdemeanor charge. Got to go to court because they get money from it. That's the big thing here. It's not so much the drug, it's so much the money they get from taking said items. Grinders, anything.
Our seeds are protected now, though.
Where you live, I don't know about where I live, but
Yeah, all 50 states seeds are legal.
really,
Yep.
how does
As
that
long as you don't
work?
grow them, you can have them for
What's the fucking purpose? What am I gonna sell?
novelty purposes, collectors.
Collectors? Who collects pot seeds?
A lot of people. There's a lot of money in seeds.
Are you
You're
serious?
talking like millions of dollars in seeds industries.
Shit,
Like,
I may have to look into the seed business. Shit, since I can't grow it, can't possess it, I might as well look into the seed business. Shit, I had no idea. I had no idea it was that big of a.
it's horrible. Like, as a real
I thought it was
breeder, the
common.
seed industry makes me really mad because they're slinging F1 garbage, and I put a lot of work into my genetics for them to throw a bunch of F1 stuff and call it the best weed in the world.
Yeah, because I thought it was common. Thought seeds were pretty common because you can go online and buy, seeds for like $10 easily.
They're $10 for a seed, though.
I looked a couple years ago. I don't even remember. I looked like last year. I don't remember how much it was, but
it's just one seed you get though for $10.
No, it ain't. It ain't like 10. Oh
no,
wow,
you only get one.
that's ridiculous. $10 a seed for something I ain't even gonna grow. That's crazy. It's crazy talk. Wow, I had no idea. I'm not all like weed knowledgeable, so wow, seeds.
Yeah, something like feminized freak shows. Those are like $250 for 10 seeds or something like that.
Feminized freak show. What the hell is that? Is that a strain of weed?
Yeah, it looks like a fern.
Is it like exotic? Like what's an exotic weed? Because I know I kind of talked to you about it yesterday, or talked about it yesterday a little bit. Like,
So
what's considered
exotic has a lot of meanings. What I mean exotic is not it's not the same thing as what they call exotic.
Okay, like what makes it so expensive? In other words,
I don't know what's up with that shit with their industry. Like,
because it's like exotic is the most expensive, like above top shelf, the creme of la
I
creme.
guess you got to have a face to sell it. Sorry, there's a little bit of lag. So I'm guessing you got to be the face to sell it. That's where I guess it comes in exotic. If you got like burner to back you up, then I guess you're considered exotic. It has nothing to do with quality.
It ain't the rarity. It ain't the grow process. It's just
fame.
Oh well, that's some bullshit. I thought maybe because they say exotic, so I'm thinking, oh, it's only grown in this area, so hard to get.
That's the way I look at it.
That's what I thought.
Exotics are recessive mutants that are concentrated into a gene pool where you're going to get consistent results. That's what I consider exotic.
Yeah, I would consider. Yeah, that's what I would consider exotic, is something that is rare. You don't get it very often. You know what I mean? Like rarity. That's what I would have thought. The best. It's not. You don't see it very often. It's the best of the best is what I thought exotic. Because you see them in dispos, and I'm like, well, what's the difference between exotic and top shelf? What's the difference?
Yeah, they just got someone famous backing them up. That's all.
Gotcha. Have you had any of Mike Tyson's weed? You tried his weed?
No.
His shit's expensive.
I have tried some other famous weeds, but I've never really been impressed with any of them.
I haven't tried it because it's expensive. It's like, goddamn, Mike Tyson, you don't need all that money. What the fuck's wrong with you? Shit's expensive.
So here's my look on it. Can you smell that dispensary before you enter it?
I didn't think you were supposed to.
Well, that's my problem with it. Well, you can smell me a fucking half mile up the road.
Right? Well, that's the thing. That's like city ordinance, people bitching. We don't want to smell our neighborhood smelling like weed. That kind of shit. That's city ordinance crap.
Yeah. But I don't agree with it. They got good weed. I should smell it.
You won't smell weed where I live. You won't be driving and smell weed anywhere. It won't happen. It just does not happen.
Cureleaf did have this during last fall. They did get this one batch in there, and they had this motor breath batch, and I could smell them through the door. That was probably their best batch they've ever gotten.
Pure Leaf, the company?
Yeah. And that was the only time I've ever smelled them outside their company.
They sell their products like at the dispos here. And there's only, I think, 4 dispensaries total in my state. And like I said, you have to have a medical card. It's all like highly regulated shit. Like no medical card, you ain't going in.
Yeah, sometimes they get good weed over there. Like, not all their weed's bad. Sometimes they'll have good weed.
Well, I usually get carts when I get their products. It's usually carts. But I'm not a big cart person because it makes me cough. It like irritates my throat, and then I'm coughing like every time I hit it.
That's all they did for a while was carts. It's over here. We weren't allowed flour for the longest time. We were only for the medical industry, only allowed carts.
I think carts are worse for you. Honestly,
I agree.
mean, you're sucking in moisture into your lungs, and if you suck in enough moisture, you get pneumonia
In the
eventually.
ground.
I mean, it's not good for you. Sucking in moisture is not good, and vaporizing, you're sucking in moisture.
Thank you, man. Nobody says this. I've been saying this for a long time.
Well, it's common sense. It's common sense. I mean, it's not even it. Yeah, it's medical, but I mean, it's straight up common sense. You're sucking in vapor into your lungs, which is moisturizer, which is moisture. You get moisture into your lungs. That's not good for your lungs. You're not supposed to have moisture inside your lungs. You're just not. That's not good. And I don't care how anybody tries to justify it or cut it up. You're sucking in moisture into your lungs. Period. Even if it's in small amounts, it's still moisture in your lungs that you're taking in. It can't be good for you.
Oh, it's definitely not.
I mean,
I
that's
see
just
it. I see
common
the
sense.
changes in these people physically and health wise. Like as
I
their
mean, I'll be
facial
honest with you.
features change and shit.
I'm not real sure how good flour is on my lungs. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure taking in smoke, period, inside my lungs is any good.
So I found the best way to uptake it. So on my lungs is in a bong. If it goes through water, it helps a lot.
Yeah. Well, that's the only way I smoke is with my cup C. That's the only way. I don't use pipes. It's too rough on my throat. Way too rough.
I love joints, but that's because I came from smoking cigarettes not that long ago, and joints is kind of what stopped me from smoking cigarettes.
Yeah. Well, yeah, air has moisture, but I'm talking like vapes, like from vaporizers. That's a totally different kind of smoke. It's not like air. It's not oxygen.
Yeah, very fine. Yeah.
All right.
We're back at 3. Hey, guys.
Hello. Well, I'm just saying ingesting smoke, period, I don't think is good for my lungs. Any kind of smoke. And I'm talking long term. I mean, God knows what my lungs are going to look like when I'm like 80 from all the smoke that I ingest.
So, yeah, the air has moisture in it, but it's not chemical moisture. So that stuff that you're inhaling is chemicals. You're not inhaling fucking air molecules,
Yeah, it's different.
hydrogen, 2 oxygens. You're inhaling so much more. You're inhaling a whole molecular compound, a string of so many more molecules than. I understand there's a little bit of nitrogens and other compounds in there, the CO2s, whatever, but those are like minimal compared to when you inhale one vape of that fucking vape thing, that like even that chemicals that my girlfriend just walked in with, those are bad.
Oh, and don't take me wrong. I'm not coming down on anybody that vapes or anything. I vape.
Yeah, it's vegan chemicals.
It's vegan.
I vape. I
Essential
smoke.
oils. This one is essential oil.
It's a whole molecular chain of compounds that are not in oxygen.
That are not supposed to be in your lungs normally, I don't think.
They're for sure not supposed to be.
Naturally, yeah.
That's kind of my point. They're not supposed to be in your lungs.
I mean that even with weed, even smoking cannabis, I don't think ingesting that smoke is probably going to be good for my lungs long term. I mean, and that's just common sense. It's not like I said. I'm not coming down on it because I'm not going to stop smoking. But I'm just saying, long term, God knows. I mean, what my lungs are going to look like when I'm 80, 90 years old. But it is
So
better than cigarettes. I can say that. It is better than cigarettes. Cannabis is
I don't know
better.
about that
I don't know either though, but
because I quit smoking cigarettes and I honestly didn't feel a difference.
I didn't feel different, but you're not ingesting arsenic anymore. That's the difference. You're not ingesting arsenic, um, carbon monoxide, stuff that over time will eventually kill you if you ingest enough of it. There's not arsenic in weed, is there, that I'm aware of, Frank? You're kind of my weed expert. Is you
Um,
put arsenic in
so
your weed?
there was actually poisons in weeds. That was the whole Eagle 20 thing. So that's why they test for pesticides and stuff now because they actually were sticking poisons in our weeds at one time.
Okay, but no, but naturally.
Oh no, we're good. We're natural.
No, I'm just saying that there's not
Unless it grows some mold or some shit,
there's.
You can get some like black funky mold on your weed, and
I'm
we
just saying
know there's connection between black mold and cancer and shit.
you're not putting chemicals in your joints. You're not putting chemicals in your fucking weed. You know, I don't have to worry about ingesting arsenic if I buy weed from you. Is the difference between me going to the store and buying cigarettes and me smoking weed. It's I would say a bit safer. I don't know how much safer, but a bit safer than
So I grew my own tobacco once, and dude, that shit was so strong it had me fucking twitching and shaking and fucking. I thought I was gonna have a heart attack, and I wanted to roll my own blunt. I've smoked a few of these things. The strongest blunt wraps I ever smoked.
When you say dry vape, do you mean like you put the weed on like a thing and then it kind of heats it up? It doesn't actually like burn it with a lighter. Is that what you mean?
So you can uh, at, you can stick a piece of weed in a container that will heat up at 420-ish degrees. It starts combusting and it will turn
Yeah,
into
like
a vapor.
vaporizing it, sort of, right? Yeah, like
Yeah.
vaporizing it. I don't know. I have no
So,
idea. I'm not a
um,
weed expert.
that is the best way to consume your weed out of all the ways you can consume it, and then having water filtrate it after the dry vape.
like a hurricane, like one of the hurricane machines. I think it's called a hurricane. It's the thing with the bag. They're like $500.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
think it's
or like an e-nail that runs through a a piece that has water in it, a percolator.
I've never vaporized weed. I've I've never tried it.
It's not
I
the
was gonna
same
get
type of high.
I was gonna
It,
get one of those vaporizers, but I didn't know if I wanted to spend like $500 on one of those like hurricane machines. I didn't know if I wanted to. Volcano, thank you, Volcano. That's the name of it.
it's
Volcano. I was thinking about buying one a couple years ago, but I didn't know if I wanted to spend that much money because I'm like, what if I don't like it? What if it's too much work?
it's a piece of missing of a high, and it is a lot of work. That's the thing. Like
It's
I
like I
got
don't want
full
to work.
access to
I don't want to do
dabs,
a bunch
but
of
you
work.
see me doing dabs? No, I got fucking joints over
Like I
here
have
and bongs.
like I have a Puffco and that's work. It's like I don't want to do a bunch of fucking work. I just want to smoke my shit and chill. I don't wanna have to work. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of that
I mean,
shit's work.
yeah, these dabs are more for like on
My time.
occasions and shit. Like not to do all day. Like you said, it's work.
Yeah, I was thinking about being a volcano. I didn't know because you got to get these bags, and I was kind of looking into it, and it just seems like I don't know.
Oh,
I
they got
just
a tube on the volcano. You don't need the bag.
oh, do they got a tube now? Like I said, this was several years ago.
Oh, they've always had the tube. You
Oh,
could just go straight to.
I mean, Nancy, I'm not telling you what to do or what not to do. I mean, just look into it.
Nancy's a very argumentative person, by the
I
way.
looked into it. I look into shit before I decide, like, if I'm going to
She's
spend.
very stuck in her ways, so it's hard to win arguments with her. But she's a good person. You can't win
Yes,
arguments with her. I've known her for a long time.
Like they have this new thing called a barista, and it makes mixed drinks, mixed alcoholic drinks, and I'm like, that thing is dope as hell. But it's like $500, and it's like I don't really drink. It'd just be silly for me to have just because I think it's cool. I got to research and really evaluate whether or not I need it before I spend, hundreds of dollars on something. I don't know. I don't like wasting my money. Well, you won't get very many arguments from me, Nancy. I'm not very science knowledgeable. Oh, you're an artist. That's awesome. My daughter's graduates on Sunday, and she's thinking about going to art school. Like she's like into graphic design, and she makes little animated cartoons and stuff. A talent I don't have. I couldn't do that. Not something nah. I can barely draw a stick person. Nice, Nancy. Nice. So did you do anything with your like degree? I mean, is that what you do professionally? Oh, okay.
You good out there?
Gotcha. That's the one thing that worries me about her like wanting to be an artist is it's a difficult industry, and it's like the failure rate is really high. And I don't want her to be one of these, like the movies, these struggling artists, can't pay her bills, is miserable because she can't get nowhere with her art. I so don't want that. Oh, is it competitive? Okay. So it ain't like my 80s and 90s perception then. All right, gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, my perception of art is like from the 80s and 90s. You see the New York artist in the loft struggling because he can't sell his painting. It's like, I don't want that to be her. No.
Art's dead.
Is it? I
Fuck
don't know,
yeah.
man.
There's no art left in this world.
Dude, graphic art's big. Like people love stories with graphic design and art and shit.
That's AI.
That's the kind of stuff my daughter does. She does like
That's not
graphic.
art. That's AI.
She
That was
creates.
programmed by a guy like me.
I don't know. She draws the characters on her pad and then makes the storylines and puts the characters together. Thought that was graphic, like art, graphic design, or whatever. Is that not?
Everything's
graphic?
all AI assist now.
Goddamn technological era ruins
There's
society.
no fucking human. Here's the best part. They got it predicted before you even make it.
I'm more of
Every single one of you, they can predict anything that's going to come out of your mouth. Like the next words that they know what you're thinking. They're going to advertise you for the next product before you even think about it.
what's going to be my next product? What do I want next? Tell me, Frank. What do I want next?
I don't know. Facebook will know it.
Okay. I don't use Facebook, so I don't use a lot of social
Google,
media.
whatever, wherever you see that little ad in the corner, they'll know
I
you.
know that fucking goddamn barista. I don't even drink. And I'm like, I want this $500 machine that makes mixed drinks, even though I don't really drink because I think it looks cool. I know. No, that goddamn clip bait.
Yeah. They had armies of people working on artificial intelligence, predicting what people were going to say next. And then it's developed into something so much more. Like there's no freedom anymore.
I kind of agree with God, I hate to say this. Every time I say this, I always feel bad. But I kind of agree with the Unabomber with his, manifesto about how technology is going to be the downfall of society. And I'm not talking like Terminator kind of shit, but I mean, look look at how bad social media has made society. Like, look how people treat each other online and they continue that behavior offline. Like, there are people that can't even separate the internet from reality. People don't even know how to act because they come online and act however the hell they want. They go out in public and act that way. And then when there's repercussions, they're like, what? How dare you? No, how dare you? No. Kind of agree with them with technology being the downfall of society. I don't agree with what he did or his antics, but I definitely see it, especially with kids. Kids have no real concept of reality and what life is outside their house. They have no real concept. That's why we have so many millennials that are living with mom and dad and work at McDonald's because they were told, go to college. Doesn't matter what you go to college for. Just you got to have a college degree. Got to have a college degree. So they go and get stupid college degrees in fields they can't get work in. They have student loans and they're working at McDonald's living with mom and dad because they were told all you need is a college degree. Social media and the internet has totally ruined social behavior and social structure and how people act.
So you're wrong, Nancy. No matter what you do, there's a series of only so many algorithms that can be acquired. There's only so many ways you can come to that outcome. So no matter what, it's just a mathematical equation when you look down at anything you do in this fucking reality.
If you could be anybody, go back in time, be anybody, what would you do? Who would you be?
Find where I'm at.
Like, if you could go back in time and be anybody, who would you be? What
Me?
would you be? Yeah, you. What would you be?
I'd
Like, if
still
you
be
could
me.
change. That's a great answer. That's a great answer because that's always my answer. When somebody asks me that, I chose who I wanted to be. Because, like I tell people, when you're born, there's a million different yous you could be due to choices of my own and choices made by others. I'm the person I want to be. So nobody. I am who I want to be.
It might sound crazy as fuck, but I'm a time traveler.
Dude, no offense to you. I've heard other people say that to me, and I'm not. I don't buy into the whole time travel thing.
It's not like what you think.
Okay, you'll have to explain that then, because I'm thinking like Doctor Who. You're getting in your phone booth, and boom, I'm in 1950, and I'm,
No, it's not like that. It's I've been to points in time, but they just you never leave. You're still you. You just time's a concept in your mind.
You mean like reincarnation? Like
Like
you're
I've
on the
been to the
Titanic?
future. I've seen futures.
Like you remember
I've
being on
changed
the
the futures.
Titanic?
Be like, hold on, I've been here real quick. Let me change this just to prove my point.
Isn't that just deja vu when you feel like you've been somewhere before?
It is until you alter it. Then you question, is this really deja vu or are we really predicting? And then we think about it like predictive algorithms, AI, like, fucking this whole Terminator shit that we fucking projected in the past realities. And, we are in reality over here teaching artificial intelligence chatbots how to time travel in present time at this moment. Is it really that far fetched?
How do you know the weed's just not making you paranoid?
I wrote some of these chatbot scripts. Fucking the Godbot is mine.
How old are you?
I'm 33.
Wow. Have you ever been on the chat server Oasis or MSN?
Nah, but I know
Okay.
what you're talking about. And the internet thing, old school.
No, you did the program you just mentioned. I had a program on on MSN and Oasis called God Kill. I could go into any chat room and take the chat room over, kick everybody out, including the host, and close the chat room. It was called the God Kill program. And it was just really funny that you mentioned the name of your AI. That's really funny. That's really, really creepy and really, really fucking funny. That's why I was like, how old are you? Because I was like, you might have been around during the old MSN those days. Never mind. That's really
It was
weird.
just rudimentary chatbots I've been working on since I was a kid. I was working on Google before Google was Google.
Dude, I have
I was-
people working on that God Kill program for YouTube. Fuck, forget about it. Forget about it.
and
Not
then,
gonna happen. It's
then
not gonna
Google's,
happen.
yeah, we got Google doing all the stuff. So Google's like took over this whole shit. They got whole teams of people, so we ain't got to do shit anymore. We laid the foundation, and Google owns the industry.
I like Nancy. That's awesome, Nancy. See, I'm bipolar, so there is no gray with me. It's right or wrong, yes or no, good or evil. There is no gray. Even though I'm well aware that the world is gray and there is gray in between, my brain's like, nope, it's this or that. Nope.
Yeah, these fucking AIs come a long way. One of my favorite AIs right now is the Suno AI. Whoever the fuck wrote that, that is a badass AI. That one makes music. I've been having a lot of fun with that one.
Which one?
Suno, Suno.
Huh.
Yeah, it can write songs for you, or you can put your own songs into it, and it'll turn into music.
Yes, I do. Cannabis is one of my medications that I'm prescribed. Yes. I have to. It's a chemical imbalance. I don't have a choice. It's not just something I can just ignore. It's not just something you go to therapy for. It's a legit chemical imbalance inside my brain. So I have to have certain chemicals to make it normal, make my chemicals normal, I guess. Is the most simplest way I can put it. To me, it's no different than somebody who's got diabetes. You have to take, insulin, or you have to take other medications to regulate the chemicals in your body. It's the same thing with bipolar. It's a chemical disorder inside the brain, and you got to take medication to regulate it. It's no different than anything
Some
else.
people do,
It's not like a
or
lot of
they can just beat it out of you.
the therapy for. It's a legit physical disorder. It's not like depression where you go to therapy and you're better now. It's not like that. There's no therapy to make the bipolar better or to go away. Well, I mean, better, yeah, you can go to therapy to make things better, but there's no therapy isn't the cure. You have to have medication to regulate the chemicals that are off inside the brain. Yeah, and that's the battle for a lot of people that have, actual chemical imbalances, is that they don't understand that they have to have the medication, and the misery that a lot of people live, they don't have to be miserable. They don't have to be miserable. You don't have to be depressed. You don't have to be unhappy. There are things you can do to be better. You just have to want to. And that's anybody, including myself.
See, I don't like drugs.
I don't either. I don't like pills. I don't
See,
either.
I am all those crazy things, and they fucking force me on these drugs. And see, I've been on drugs since I was a little kid. I mean, like
Yeah.
little. I had no choice. They were forcing me taking it. I fucking psychiatric wards to juvenile homes, and I won my sanity when I was 17 years old in a courtroom. I had to literally win it, and so I won the right to refuse medications, and I went through the worst withdrawals of my life, and I'm telling you, it felt like I was dying to the point that I relapsed several times while trying to get off these drugs because they were so fucking powerful that I would have died. I literally would have died without their drugs because I thought I could have did it cold turkey, and I'm not even that strong. It fucking almost killed me.
Yeah, that's the downside. That's the downside of it, of medication, some medications. And that's really what I tell people is it's your relationship with your doctor. If you don't like the way something makes you feel, you need to express that to your doctor and be quite firm. I don't like the way it makes me feel. I'm not taking it. It's all about relationships and trusting your doctor and having that relationship and him knowing you and you knowing them.
It's about training the mind. It's not about drugs.
I don't know. I would never tell a schizophrenic to get off medication. Ever.
I would.
Ever.
They got me with the whole list over here. Trust me on that one. And I'm okay with seeing the fucking person that walks across the road that's not
No,
real.
hold
It's
on, slow
okay.
down.
I'm okay with seeing the fucking
No,
God
it's all
and
right.
the stars and I understand. And I know the thing is, can you comprehend what is real and what is not real?
No, I understand.
And that's where a big factor of like carrying, and then there's bigger factor of supernatural. The supernatural does exist. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know what it is. It may
yes,
not be
they
ghosts or
do.
something, but
Ghosts
I've
exist.
caught this shit on the camera. I've seen there's stuff in this reality that people cannot explain.
I have an EVP of a ghost inside the Velisca Axe Murder house on my channel. Yeah, I'm believe me, you don't have to sell
So
me on ghost.
so the question of am I
Yeah.
really crazy or did I just see something from another timeline walk across that road?
Well, this is what I would tell patients that when I did my residency of schizophrenia, this is what I tell them to do. Take your phone. If you see something, take a picture of it. And if it shows up on your phone, you know it's real. And if
Yes.
it doesn't, then you know it's in your head and you know it's your disorder.
Now, what do you do when that weird shit shows up on your phone?
Well, then you try to make sense
When
of it.
you watch fucking dab tools fly out of your fucking dab thing, you see fucking flashlights turn on, and
Frank,
you go,
I've
there's
lived in a
something
haunted house.
up in this reality that ain't quite right.
Frank, I've lived in a haunted house. The first thing your mind's going to do is try to find a rational explanation. Black hole theory. Oh, a black hole might have opened up and moved it. Black hole theory is what I usually try to go to. Is maybe it's the black hole theory. When I can't justify it with the black hole theory, then I go to ghost. When you see things fly across the room, I'm 9 out of 10 times gonna say that's paranormal. That's ghost. 9 out of 10 times. So that's normal. That's pretty much anybody. Okay, like example, I had a girl. She was schizophrenic. MRI showed the brain disease eating her brain. It was up at the prefrontal cortex of her left lobe. At the time, she was seeing and hearing things, and at the height of the disease, because it's a brain disease. It's not a disorder. It's a brain disease, an actual physical brain disease. It starts at the base of the brain stem when you're born, and your brain is physically being eaten. Physically being eaten. And by the time it gets up to the front of your brain, the prefrontal cortex of the left lobe, you start having the symptoms, seeing things, hearing things, crazy ideas. Usually Nazis. A lot of schizophrenics are, I don't know, something about Nazis. They always think Nazis are getting them. Never quite understood that one. But this was in October. So you had ghost, lawn decorations, things that could fuck with somebody who's got schizophrenia. And she comes into the session and she's like, I saw a guy hanging last night. And I'm like, okay, are you sure it wasn't a decoration? Because it's Halloween. And I told her, next time you see it, take a picture. And if it's there, you know that it's a lawn decoration. If it's not on your cell phone, then you know it's the schizophrenia. You know, I can't explain everything. Like, there are ghosts, there are things. If you live in a haunted area, you know your house is haunted. Chances are it's not schizophrenia. It's you have fucking ghosts. Better call a priest. Better
I
call
don't think they're ghosts. I don't think they're ghosts. I think it's so much more. I think the
like
world
what?
is so much greater than we can explain. And
What could possibly want to throw around your dab tools around your living room, other than
interdimensional beings, time travelers, and shit like that, man.
what purpose? What purpose? So a guy's gonna try and travel to your living room just to throw dab tools around your living room. That don't really make much sense.
Interdimensional being, fucking creature, goblins. Who the fuck knows what it is? You know, we don't know what it is. We can't
It's gonna
just
throw you
label
your
it as
lab
a
tools
ghost.
rather than
A
writing you.
ghost is what? A dead person? Who's to say that was a dead person?
Could be a demon. Might have a demon.
Interdimensional being, like demon. It could be a demon. Interdimensional. That's from hell. But I'm not saying that hell exists and there's a heaven and hell and God, because I don't accept God. Because if there is a God, there's God. God's a fucking piece of shit.
Are
Let's
there
just
any
put it that way.
smells?
Because I fucking hate God. He's a piece of shit.
Are there any smells?
Oh
Is there any weird smell in your
no,
house?
there's
Sulfur?
no. We're fine. Like I'm just saying. Like I've searched the supernatural. That's why I found it. I went and looking for it. I went looking for a fucking God or
Well, that's
demon
what
or
you
whatever, and
did.
I found
You did. You did. That's
what I was
exactly
looking
what it
for.
is.
That's
You
what I'm
went
saying.
fucking around with shit and you got something that followed you back.
Yeah, no, I'm good. What I'm saying though is, if you want to find things that are like not meant in this reality, you got to look for it.
I don't want to look for it. I stopped looking for that shit as a young adult. I've seen enough to know that I don't want to see anymore.
I do. I'm going out to fucking see the world in 19 days. 19 days, I'm going to see the world.
Nice. Well, that's different. That's different than like seeing
It's
demons.
not different though, because there's things out there that I don't know. But you know, from one God to another, like fucking, I'm going to see the world. I'm good. I'm not afraid of it. The ones who are afraid of it are not fucking like me. I'll
You've
take that to
never
them.
you've never dealt with an actual demon, have you? I'm guessing.
So
I have. And I
I'm
will
not
tell you,
gonna like get into it.
it was
Like,
the most scariest thing on the planet. The most scariest thing I've ever dealt with in my entire
so let's
life.
just say I ask for
Very
favors
scary.
and it works out. Don't do it. You can ask for anything you want though, and they'll give you the world.
I didn't even ask for it. It was brought into my home by somebody else. And it was bad. It was bad to the
I
point where
want
I
to
had
say
to
it's a demon. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I can tell you, fucking favors do come true.
What up from New Zealand? What up?
There's some weird shit in this reality. What is
Yes,
that,
there's a
fools?
lot of weird shit. Yes, a lot of unexplainable things. Yes.
No, Benjamin. Hey, Benjamin.
I try to live in reality and make sense of things that I see and hear, even things that make no sense. I still try to make sense of it in one way, shape, or form, whether it be a ghost, whether it be, a house settling. I always try to find a logical explanation for what I've seen or hear or witnessed. And that's anything. That's not just like supernatural shit. That's just in general.
Sorry, I'm just doing something on
No,
my.
you're good. No, you're good.
We just have pop in here.
Time to go to bed. I'm guessing it's coming up on 5 a.m.
Oh,
Tuesday
this is
morning.
my wake up time. I wake up at 4 a.m. pretty much every day.
Benjamin's in the future.
Oh,
It's 10 p.m. where he's at. He's in the future. He's like, and then his day when he's waking up, he'll be
oh yeah,
in
they're on the opposite time.
Wednesday. I know, isn't that crazy? You're like in the fucking future. That's
Yeah,
like
he's in the future.
Like my buddy from Australia will wake up and be like, "Good morning. It's like such and such time here." I'll be like, "You're in the future. What's it like? Do we have flying cars yet? We're gonna have flying cars. You have to come tell me if I'm here later today. You'll have to tell me if you have flying cars when you wake up, since you'll be in the future." Good morning. Zealand looks like a nice place. Like I've seen pictures. Looks nice.
The ugly ass bud is bothering me over there.
What?
I got this little fucking scraggly bud on the bottom of my plant. It's driving me nuts. This thing.
Aren't bugs bad for
Bud.
plants? Aren't bugs bad?
Bud. An ugly bud.
Oh, bud. I thought you said bug.
Yeah, it was an energy sucking branch. It was just like this little ugly thing down here at the bottom. They just take energy.
So that's no good?
No, I just cut it off.
Gotcha.
I don't know how I missed it. Usually I trim them up pretty good. I don't think these will finish for me. Some of them. I'll have 2 of them that will finish, and then the rest of them I might end up having to wait on them. They'll be here when I get back. There's Fools. Fools is from over there too, on the other side of the world.
Nice.
I think we lost Papa to sleep.
I know, Benjamin. It's like crazy, all this weed stuff. I mean, I don't know very much about it. And he's like telling me, and I'm just like, wow. It's a lot.
I think he fell asleep. I was just thinking the same thing, Benjamin. I'm like, where the fuck is Papa? I haven't heard him from a minute.
I think he's asleep over there.
Yeah.
We had a long night, you know.
Yeah.
Considering where he's at, I'm sure it's pretty stressful. I can't relax when I'm in hospitals and shit. I can't relax.
Yeah, I bore him to death with my weed talk.
Right? All right. Well, I'm actually gonna go now. I've actually got to like get my live scheduled, and people
I was
are
just thinking the
expecting
same thing.
so
I'll go
I've
pay
got to
attention to my
balance.
life.
Nice meeting you guys. Much love.
Nice meeting you, Bambi.
Yes, you too. I'll talk to you later, I'm sure.
All right, catch you around.